going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Eat your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are having a great day so far. I've got a good one. Landlord tenant case in front of Judge Simpson. This is a little bit of a sad one. Not tear-jerking sad, but you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel for the tenant here. The landlord is doing some sketchy things, and he didn't show up for court. All right. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
Patrick McLaughlin versus Darrell Daniels. I don't have the plaintiff here. Mr. Daniels,
Yes, sir.
I received your complaint or your, I guess, answer, if nothing else. Mr. McLaughlin's not here. Are you still locked out?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how long have you been locked out?
I've been locked out over a week. And
What date? Give me a date, do you know?
it was Saturday.
Saturday,
Yes.
the 20th?
Yes.
So, I mean, I see this here. The locks just got changed?
Yeah, he just changed the locks. He tried to offer me $400 to move out so that someone next door could move in. And I told him, no, I'm not doing that. And he kept trying to offer me money. The next he came in and before that, two individuals that stay in the same house I stay in at 4 a.m. in the morning tried to break into my room. And I told the police about it and everything. And next I told Mr. McLaughlin, and he told me, he said, so what do you want me to do about it? I was like, as part of the rental agreement, there's no criminal activity supposed to be taking place like that, in this house. No trying to break into anyone else's property and stuff. And
All right, sir, have you talked to legal services at all?
I've been to legal aid, yes, sir.
Okay, what did they say?
I have my case manager here from CMH with me. Is it okay?
Oh, okay, hold on. So you're a CMH consumer?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
All I know is my medication, my heart medication, my seizure medication, my lung medication. I've been without it. And this guy won't let me get it. And I've been really sick. And I've been wearing the same clothes and I feel horrible. My rent is paid for July and all that.
All right, so we kind of have the facts of this case. I don't even know who filed. Is the landlord trying to evict this tenant, or did the tenant file this? I don't know, but he's locked out of his home. He's paid the rent, and the landlord just is like, "Nope, you're no longer gonna come in. Lock the door." It's not a good move. All those landlords out there, yeah, not a good move.
Pardon?
My rent is paid.
So, okay, hold on a second. So your rent, you paid your rent for July and
Yes.
got locked out on July 20th?
Yes.
All right. The best, he's not here. I'm going to treat your complaint as a counter complaint for lockout.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there can be some serious consequences for him in terms of a money judgment if he has locked you out of the premises and doesn't sort of answer this claim here, but he's not here right now. So I'm going to adjourn this out 1 week, give him an opportunity to show up.
Okay.
And if not, then I'll figure out exactly what I'm going to do.
So what-
Typically, just so that you know, and you're telling me it's from the 20th. That was the day that the locks were changed. It's on the 20th.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
I left out with a friend to go get something to eat because I had no food.
5,
And when I came
6,
back, he's standing there
7,
with the
8.
locks changed, and he's got a camera at the back door. I'm like, "What are you doing? Open the door." And he's like, "No. How much money you want, Daryl? I'll give you $400. I'm like, "Listen, man, I don't want anything. Give me back in my place. What are you doing?" You know? And I was really upset, you know. 'Cause I'm standing with groceries that I just got from, with a friend, and they wouldn't open up the door. He's standing there just filming me, laughing, you know.
All right. Okay, so just so that you know, under the lockout statute, it's typically $200 a day minimum that he may owe you.
Yes.
So I'm not saying that's what I'm ruling, and I'm not saying that that's what I'm doing. I'm just letting you know that because of what you filed. So I'm going to put it out to the 2nd at 12 p.m. Give him an opportunity to show. If he doesn't show, then likely what's going to happen is, well, I'll have to figure out something to do because I want you to get back into your place.
Okay, but Your Honor, at this time, I have no place to go. I've been out on the streets, and I haven't been able to change clothes or nothing, and I've just been enduring this. And
Yeah, this sucks. I have no idea what I would do in this situation. I don't know anyone in the town that I live in the city that I live in. I mean, I guess my neighbors, kind of, but if this exact same thing would happen to me when I was just, went out for a workout or something and came back and I wasn't able to get back in and everything was paid up, what would you do? And the court can't do much about it. The landlord's not there. I mean, Judge Simpson's not a police officer. He can't force this landlord to comply with what he's ordered. I mean, he can sanction him and order him to pay money to this guy. But what exactly do you do in this case? This is tough, and it gets a little rougher. Bear with me.
I'm right here with my case manager, and I don't know what to do.
No, I hear you, Mr. Daniels. There's not a whole lot that I can do. I mean, I could give you a judgment right now, but that doesn't help your situation right now. Okay. I'll do it this way also. Not only will we send him a notice, I'm going to issue an order to show cause on this thing. So that if he doesn't answer, there are other things that I could do to try to get you in, but I've got to give him notice of what I'm doing before I can do anything.
Okay, but I would at least like to get my medicine and a change of clothes, do something, lay down. I am tired just being out here, just walking around, nothing on the street. I don't know. I'm at my wit's end, and I'm right now. Like say, my health, and I'm tired. I don't know what to do. I'm scared.
All right, let's try to work it through this way. I don't know with your case manager there if there's somewhere at CMH or something that can get you something to eat, or some way to try to tie you through to the next week. I'll try to work as fast as I can on it. But if he doesn't show up for this hearing, there's not a whole lot that I can do or tell him to do at this point.
So here's my case manager,
Okay,
David Gilbreth.
sir.
Hi there. Yeah.
How you doing?
With Washington CMH over at Towner. Yeah, so we were able to find funds to get a stay covered the last 2 nights at Harmony House,
Gotcha.
but we don't have funds moving forward to get further nights.
I see.
With his health conditions, him being outside will not be conducive to, long-term health and safety.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Can he, under the circumstances, get temporary medication, or at least his prescriptions filled for a certain number of days?
So we're
Because he doesn't
working
have
on
it.
getting another, we're working on getting them filled at another pharmacy here.
Gotcha.
Whether or not it's too early to pick them up would be a whole other thing. His insurance may not cover their portion.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you can get them, and if I find that the result of this added expense is because of what may be an improper lockout, and again, I'm not making that finding now,
Yeah.
the landlord's gonna owe that.
Okay.
Okay, I would also say, I don't know what the expense for housing Mr. Daniels for the 2 days that you have thus far, and if other funds come available or something like that, that those are also, I need something as to what those cost.
Yeah. So far, they're
Okay, so
$210 so far.
okay, so I guess what I would indicate to you is, if you can get from CMH, if I can get to the court whatever expenditures you're making,
Mhm.
that is something that I think is compensable under the lockout statute, because it would be a direct result of what may be an improper lockout.
Now, I don't know what all the rules are to an improper lockout would be, but it sounds like this landlord is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Now, good on this guy for he's doing every single step he can possibly do, which is great. Good for him. He's not in a good position though, but he is doing all the right things. But again, go back to my previous question. What do you do in this situation? What do you do?
But I would have to have those numbers.
Okay. Is there
All right.
Is there somewhere in particular that where I could furnish these?
If you email it, we'll put, and can you put my coordinator will put her email in, so it'll come directly to my office, so we'll get to the file.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So,
All right. So I'm gonna do a show cause on Mr. McLaughlin. I'm also going to set a hearing for the 8th or the 2nd at noon. That's the quickest that I can get you in. That's an in-person hearing. Mr. Daniels, the only
Yes.
thing I can tell you at this point, I can't do much, but we can at least try to do that, and we'll try to get this rectified. But I just need you to try your best to try to hang in there, okay?
But I have no place to sleep now, and I've just been sleeping all tonight. Today I have no place to sleep, and up until the 2nd, I'll be sleeping on the street because they have no funds,
I know, I hear it, Mr. Daniels. There's not just that I can't do a whole lot. And if he were here today, I could do something.
Yes.
All right.
I don't even have
Amy,
clothes, underwear.
hang on a
I wear the
second.
Same underwear and stuff. And it's
Well, okay. Amy,
Good morning, Your Honor.
good morning. I don't know. I mean, this is a highly unusual circumstance, but
Your Honor, I
are
would
there, go
recommend him
ahead.
to call in. I'm sorry. I'd recommend to call into Hawk. Currently, he's experiencing homelessness.
I have an appointment with Hawk on the
And
29th.
that would mean that he could at least get an intake with Delanus, which is the homeless shelter. I will be honest that there are no immediate things. However, that would be the process that I can offer from what I understand he's currently experiencing, which is Category 1
Shelter's not
homelessness.
accepting anybody right now.
And the appointment is already scheduled for the 29th.
With Hawk.
He would need.
With Hawk.
Intake with
Okay,
Hawk.
so you've already done that.
I've been through all that. I went to Hawk. I had intake with Hawk on the 29th. But I've been to the shelter.
That sounds like you're asking for rental assistance. This is for you claiming homelessness, sir. And so that would be a separate conversation that you would have.
I went to the shelter.
Mr. Daniels, Mr. Daniels, Mr. Daniels, you need to listen, okay?
Yeah, and once again, I say this a lot, but Judge Simpson's awesome. This is out of his bounds. He can't do anything about this. He does give him a little bit of advice of what he can potentially do. He does try to help him at the end of the video, but right now, it's just, even with him interrupting, he's tired. He can't go home. He can't shower. He hasn't been eating. But yet he's staying somewhat calm. He is interrupting a little bit, but that's excusable for what he's going through. This is a case where I wish I lived in Michigan. I would have drove down to the courthouse and just sleep on my couch until this is figured out. I mean, I don't even know this guy, but it's sad. I just wish there was some way we could help.
I realize you're frustrated, but we got to kind of just work it through. So you may have made an appointment. Well, do this, Mr. Daniels, or your worker, do this. Call Hawk again, explain the exact circumstances that he's under right now. All right, in terms of that he doesn't have housing, as opposed to he's in housing and needs some other type of assistance, so that they're clear on that. I think that's what you're indicating, Amy, isn't it?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to make that other call to Hawk that may put you into a different category of what they can do. Okay, Mr. Daniels?
Yes, sir.
Do what I tell you to do. Do what I tell you to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir.
We're set for next week at noon, in person.
That's next
All right.
Friday.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, sir. Hang in, Mr. Daniels.
Now, can I get the police to go by and help me get something?
If you want to call the police, I don't know what they'll do. Hang on, where is this located?
See, that is a very good question. Can the police help? Can the police help? I mean, the landlord is not letting them in. We don't really know why. We haven't heard from the landlord yet, but the landlord is not letting them in. Offer to pay him $400 to just move out instantly. Yeah, I don't know. This guy may have done something terribly wrong, and the landlord wants to get rid of him. He's not going about it the right way. That's why I call him a sketchy landlord. Anyways, we still have a little bit of time left of this video, but yeah, can the police help? But can they or can they not? It's an interesting question. Because they can't really break in. Okay, let's go.
Which is that the city?
Yes. I have now. Ypsilanti police say I'm right.
Mr.
sorry.
Daniel,
I'm sorry.
hold on, please.
Yes, sir.
I believe it's the city. It's Washtenaw, north of Washtenaw, just west of Oakwood.
It's west of Oakwood. Okay.
West.
Okay, so that sounds like the city to me. Okay, so here's what's clear to me is that if he's filed this action, that you had lawful possession. So, okay. Call the Ypsilanti Police Department. Tell them that you want a civil standby to get your medications and your clothing out of the premises.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Hold on, Mr. Daniel. If they give you a problem with that, tell them to contact my chambers.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, that same email that you got for the paperwork,
Yes, sir.
if you could help him, that if they want some verification, that I would approve a civil standby for him to do that under the circumstances, that they can contact my office there. Okay?
But
So
Washington
we
County
can
Sheriff, they say I'll
so
be
that-
trespassing. Ypsilanti.
Mr. Daniels, do what I'm telling you to do.
Okay. But I don't want to
You
get in
need
trouble.
to, okay, I don't want you in trouble either. And I'm not gonna tell you to do something where you're in trouble. Okay?
Okay.
That's why I'm,
So that comment right there makes me think there's more to this story, but the landlord didn't show up, which automatically makes him seem sketchy. But if he tried to call the police and the police said he was trespassing, how can he be trespassed from a place that you live? I don't know. All right, this video is just about over. Again, I wish there was something we could do to help him. Yeah, I have no idea, and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Well, I mean, that wasn't the right thing to say. I would love to go down that rabbit hole to try to figure out a way to help him, but I don't know how. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day. I will be going live tonight, as always. Until next time, bye.
saying, if they have any questions, whether it be the sheriff's department or whether it be Ypsi PD,
Okay.
I want them to contact my office.
Okay. Okay.
All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And the email address is in the chat then?
Yeah, did you put it? Yes, it's in the chat.
Okay, thank you very much for that.
Thank you, sir.
Last thing down the street now.